So I dear students, observe here, number of elements in A is equals to n, then the number of subsets of A is a set containing n elements. Then can you tell me what about the number of subsets of A? Number of subsets of A is equals to 2 to the power of n. At the same time, number of elements in A is equals to m. Number of elements in B is equals to n. Can you say the number of elements in A cross B? The number of elements in A cross B is equal to mn. At the same time, R is a relation from a set capital A to a set capital B if and only if R must be a subset of A cross B. That means every subset of A cross B is a relation from A to B. Array A cross B has mn elements. A cross B has mn elements means how many subsets are possible for A cross B? 2 power mn subsets are possible for A cross B. So every subset is a relation from A to B. That's why number of relations from A to B. Number of relations from A to B is equals to 2 to the power of mn. Suppose number of relations on a set capital A. Number of relation on A. What is the meaning for relation on a set A means R must be a subset of A cross A. So that's why A cross A has how many elements? N square elements are there in A cross A. A cross A has n square elements are there if number of elements in A is equal to n. So A cross A has n square elements means how many subsets are possible? 2 power n square subsets are possible. Mari every subset is a relation from A to A. That's why number of relations on a set A containing n elements is 2 to the power of n square. So this is the answer for number of relations on a set A. I hope so everyone know the definition of a function. A relation f from a set capital A to a set capital B is said to be a function if every element of capital A is uniquely associated to an element in the set capital B. That is the definition of a function. Every element, you see, for the element 4 there is no association. That is the reason it is not a function. At the same time, here uniqueness condition is not satisfying because 4 is connected with D. The same 4 is connected with E also. That is the reason it is not a function. But here you see every element has an association. That association is unique. You may think in such a way, sir, here uniqueness condition is not satisfying. You see 2 is associated with B only. There is no associations for 2. Every element of capital A is uniquely associated. No other connections for 2. Similarly, for 3 also no other connections. 3 is connected with B only. But here you see 4 connected with D. The same 4 is connected with E also. That is the reason it is not a function, but it is a function because every element has unique association. So that's why it is a function from A to B. Now observe here, from A to B how many functions are possible. This one has how many options are there to connect? One has three options to connect. Two also has three options to connect. Two may connect with A, two may connect with B, two may connect with C. That's why three also has three options. Four also has three options. Every element in A has three options. Just you can observe here 1, 2, 3, 4, and here we have A, B, C. 1 connected with A, 2 connected with A, 3 connected with A, 4 also connected with A. Yes, it is a function from A to B. Yes, so that's why every element has three options. That's why number of functions from A to B is equal to 3 power 4. That's why we can write in this way: number of elements in A is equal to m, number of elements in B is equals to n, then the number of functions from A to B, the number of functions from A to B is n power m, because in this set we have A1, A2, A3 and so on am. M elements are there, and in this set we have B1, B2 and so on Bn elements are there. First element has n options, second element also has n options, third element also has n options. So every element has n options. So n into n into n into n m times. That's why you will get number of functions from A to B is equal to n power n. So observe here, we are discussing about one function, or same we can write one function injection. The another name for one function is injection. So A is a set containing 4 elements, B is a set containing 5 elements. What is a one function? First of all, one function means different elements have different associations. Different elements have different associations. That is said to be a one function. Suppose here I am taking x comma y belongs to the domain of the function such that f of x is equal to f of y implies x is equals to y. That is the theoretical definition of a one function. If functional values are equal, then those elements are also equal, or the same we can also write it as x is not equal to y implies f of x also not equal to f of y. That is the definition of one function. If these two elements are not equal, means their functional values, you know, 1 is not equals to 2, definitely f of 1 also not equal to f of 2, then the function is said to be a one function. Suppose you see 1 is connected with A, 2 also connected with A, 3 connected with B, 4 connected with D. It is not a one function. The reason is these two elements are different elements. Both elements are not equal, but f of 1 and f of 2 are equal. That is the reason it is not a one function. Another example you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and here we have a set with elements A, B, C, D, E. 1 is connected with A, 2 connected with B, 3 connected with C, 4 connected with E. Different elements have different associations. So this is said to be a one function. Now my question is, from A to B, how many one functions are possible? You can observe here first element, because we are saying that different elements have different associations. See, one has how many options to connect? 5 options are there. One may connect with A, it may connect with B, it may connect with C, it may connect with D, it may connect with E. One has 5 options to connect. In the similar way, 2 has how many options to connect? 2 has 4 options only. 3 has 3 options. 4 has only 2 options. Now 1 has 5 options, 2 has 3 options, 3 has 3 options, 4 has 2 options. These many 1 functions are possible from A to B. That's what we can write in this way. Number of 1 functions from A to B is equal to 5p4. That means these 4 elements can be filled in these 5 places in 5p4 ways. This is the answer for number of 1 functions from A to B. Suppose you see another example here, 1 2 3 4, and here we have another set with elements A B C. Now how many 1 functions are possible from A to B? Suppose you see 1 connected with A, 2 connected with B, 3 connected with C. It is a 1 function. Yes sir, different elements have different associations, so I can say it is a 1 function. Is wrong. The reason is, first of all, it is not a function. Why it is not a function? For this element there is no association, so it is not a function at all. That's why number of elements in A is greater than number of elements in B. Then the number of 1 functions is equal to 0. Number of 1 functions in that case is 0. Observe here, number of elements in A is equal to M, number of elements in B is equal to N. This set is having 4 elements, this set is having 5 elements. We got the number of 1 functions is equal to 5p4. Now I am asking, number of elements in A is equal to M, number of elements in B is equals to N. Then the number of injections, injection is nothing but 1 function. Number of injections from A to B is NPM, where N must be, that means we can write M is always less than or equals to N. But if M greater than N, M has more values, you can observe here, M has more values, then the number of 1 functions is equal to 0. At the same time you can observe f R2R defined by f of x is equal to x square. F is a function from real numbers to real numbers defined by f of x is equal to x square, is not a 1 function. The reason is, you can observe f of -1, you will get -1 whole square, that is equals to 1, and f of 1 you will get 1 square, that is also equal to 1. That means -1 is connected with 1 and +1 also connected with 1. Different elements have same associations, that is the reason it is not a 1 function. At the same time we can discuss in another way. If you know the graph of f of x is equal to x square, so for the given function, draw the graph. This is the graph of f of x is equal to x square. Draw horizontal line. Horizontal line cuts the graph at more than 1 point. Horizontal line cuts the graph at more than 1 point. Then also we can say the function is not a 1 function. At the same time, the other way of checking the same question is, function is given f of x, you know f dash of x, f dash of x greater than 0, then the function is said to be strictly increasing function. F dash of x greater than 0, the function is said to be strictly increasing function. In the case of an increasing function, we can say it is a 1 function. Just observe here, the function is given as f of x is equals to x square. Now I am finding its differentiation. F dash of x is equals to, we will get 2x. This is greater than 0 if x values are greater than 0. This is less than 0 if x values are less than 0. Observe the graph when x values are less than 0. When x values are less than 0, the graph is decreasing. You see the graph is decreasing. How can you say the graph is decreasing? As x values are increasing, we are moving in this direction. X values increase or not, but the graphical values are decreasing. At the same time, when we are moving in this direction, the values are increasing. Whenever the x values are increasing, the graphical values also increase. So that's why for negative values it is decreasing, for positive values it is increasing. That's why it is neither increasing nor decreasing function. So it is not a 1 function. Another example, you can see f of x is equal to x cube. Now you can find out the differentiation. F dash of x is equal to 3x square. If the function is defined from real numbers to real numbers, f of x is equal to x cube is an increasing function. You can see f dash of x, this is greater than 0 or not. So it is an increasing function. You can observe the graph of f of x is equal to x cube. So this is the graph of f of x is equal to x cube graph, right? So this is the graph of f of x is equal to x cube. Anywhere you draw a horizontal line cuts the graph at only one point, then it is said to be a 1 function. At the same time, f dash of x greater than 0, so it is an increasing function. Then also we can say it is a 1 function. So these are the other ideas about the 1 function. But at present we have to know number of elements in A is equal to m, number of elements in B is equals to n, then the number of 1 functions is equal to np m, that is m is less than or equals to n. If m value is greater than n, then the number of 1 functions is equal to 0. 1 function is not possible. M has more elements than n. So earlier we discussed what is a 1 function. But what about many 1 function? A function which is not 1, a function which is not 1 is said to be a many 1 function. Now the other idea we are going to discuss here, what is an onto function or surjection. This is the another name for onto functions. So as you know, here f is a function from a to b, means we can write f of 1 is equals to a, and f of 2 is equals to b, f of 3 is equals to c, and f of 4 is also equal to c. Now I can say a has a pre-image 1, b has a pre-image 2, c has a pre-image 3, this c also has another pre-image 4. That means a function is said to be a surjection. For every element in the set B, there must be a pre-image. For every element in the set B, there must be a pre-image. F A to B is said to be an onto function. Then what to write? For each y belongs to B, there exists x belongs to A such that f of x is equals to y. So what is the meaning for this? For the element y, there is a pre-image x. For the element y, there is a pre-image x. That means for every element in the set B, there must be a pre-image. That is the reason this function is an onto function. Now tell me, this is an onto function or not? No, it is not an onto function. The reason is, for the element D, there is no pre-image. That is the reason it is not an onto function. So every element in capital A, capital B, there must be a pre-image, that is said to be onto function. Now you can check, I am discussing with more detail. F is a function from natural numbers to natural numbers defined by f of x is equals to 2x plus 3. Is an onto function or not, we have to check. So for that, what to do? For some y belongs to natural number, there exists x belongs to natural number such that f of x is equal to y, we have to show. If you show this one, that means what? For each y in this set, because this is codomain, for every element in this set, you are showing a pre-image. So that's why I am taking f of x is equals to y. Tell me, f of x is equals to 2x plus 3 is equals to y. From this I can write x is equal to y minus 3 divided by 2. Okay. Now I have to say this is a natural number. If you say this is a natural number, our problem is over. But it is not a natural number when y is equal to 1. Because 1 is a natural number, because 1 is present here. Y is equals to 1. Substitute there. You will get x is equal to 1 minus 3 divided by 2, that is equal to minus 1. Suppose I am taking y is equal to 7, sir, then x value 2 exist, may exist, but what we are saying, for each y, x has to exist. Suppose I am taking y is equal to some 5, then also x exists 1. Suppose I am taking y is equal to 8, then x is equal to 3 by 2. It does not present in natural number. That's why for each y, there exists x. For each y, there exists x. That condition is not satisfying, so it is not an onto function. Suppose I am taking another example. Same question taken in this way. F or 2 are defined by f of x is equals to 2x plus 3. Now tell me, it is an onto function or not. Check. F of x is equals to y. That means 2x plus 3 is equals to y. Therefore, you will get x is equal to y minus 3 divided by 2. Yes, it is always a real number. You can take any real number y. Y minus 3 is also a real number. Y minus 3 by 2 is also a real number. That's why I can say it is an onto function. You can take any real number. Suppose you are taking y is equal to 0, then x is equal to 0 minus 3 by 2. Suppose you are taking y is equal to root 2, then x is equal to root 2 minus 3 by 2. This is a real number. This is a real number, right? So that's why we can say it is an onto function. That is the definition of onto function. For each y belongs to R, where R is codomain, there exists x belongs to R. What is R? Domain of the function, such that f of x is equal to y. Overall, its meaning is, for every element in this set, there must be a pre-image. That is the definition of an onto function. Now we are entering into the another important concept here. Number of onto functions from A to B. What we said about the onto function, for every element there must be a pre-image. Now this is a set containing 4 elements and this is a set containing 2 elements. Can anyone tell me number of onto functions from A to B? First of all, number of functions is equal to 2 power 4. Among these 2 to the power of 4 functions, this is one function which is not a onto function. Yes, it is a one function, but it is not an onto function. Why it is not an onto function? For this element B, there is no pre-image. This element has no pre-image. That is the reason it is not an onto function. Similarly, all the elements are connected with B. This is also not an onto function, except these two. Remaining all are onto functions only. That's why from total number of functions, remove these two cases. This is the answer for number of onto functions. Here we are going to use the inclusion and exclusion principle for finding the number of onto functions. That's what we discussed. 2 power 4 minus 2, we got the number of onto functions from A to B. Now you can check another example here. This is one function, one set containing 4 elements, and here we have another set containing A, B, C. Now I want to find out number of onto functions from A to B. So what is the meaning for this? From A to B, how many onto functions are possible? First of all, let us say total number of functions is equal to 3 power 4, right? So from these 3 power 4 functions, we have to remove at least one element has no pre-image. At least one, that means one element we don't have a pre-image, two elements not have a pre-image, all the three elements not have a pre-image, right? At least one element is not having a pre-image. Those cases we have to remove. That's why what I am doing is, from 3 elements, select any one element. Suppose I selected this element. Okay, so now this element has no pre-image. For this element, no connections. Now these 4 elements has to connect with these 2 elements only. That means remaining how many elements are there? 3 minus 1 element. That means 2 elements are there. This element has 2 options to connect. This element has 2 options to connect. This element has 2 options to connect. This element also 2 options to connect. Every element has 2 options to connect, right? That's why 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 4 times you will get 3 minus 1 whole to the power of 4. Minus, again what happens? In that case what happens? From 3 you can select 2. Now 2 elements, they don't have the pre-image, that we have to subtract, because the 2 elements have no pre-image. Those we are removing. That becomes 3 minus 2 whole to the power of 4. So this is the answer for number of onto functions from A to B. So 3 power 4 is equals to 81, whereas 3C1 is equal to 3 into 2 to the power of 4 is 16 minus 3. This total number of possibilities you will get 36. The same we can discuss in another way also. Let us think here 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us imagine those as 4 balls, and we have 3 boxes. Now you can feel like this. 3 boxes. These are the 3 boxes, and we have 4 balls. These 4 balls we have to fill in these 3 boxes so that no box is empty. We can fill in this way. These 4 balls, ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, ball 4, can be filled in 3 different boxes so that no box remains empty. In this box we are filling 2 balls. This box we are filling 1 ball. This box we are filling 1 ball. What is the meaning for this? Every element has a pre-image. For every element there is an association, because this box is filled with 2 balls. This box is filled with 1 ball. This box is filled with 1 ball, like this. That means it is an onto function. Number of onto functions from A to B is nothing but number of ways of filling these three boxes, these three different boxes with these four different balls. Okay, so first of all we are dividing 2 1 1 like this. First of all, for this box we have to select two balls. From four balls, select two balls and keep it in this box. Now from the remaining two balls, select one ball for this box. Automatically the leftover ball will enter into this box, right? Again, but here why two balls in this box? You can fill two balls in this box also. You may fill two balls in this box also. That's why we can write they can be arranged in 3 factorial by identical 2 times, because 1 is there 2 times. That's why 2 factorial. 4c2 value is equal to 6, right? 6, yes or no? From 2 elements I selected this one. 6 to 12 into 3, so we are getting here also 36 possibilities only. That is the way of finding number of onto functions in another way. So overall, so we can discuss in this way about the number of onto functions. N of A is equal to M and N of B is equal to N. Then the number of onto functions from A to B is N power M minus NC1 into N minus 1 whole to the power of M plus NC2 into N minus 2 whole to the power of M minus NC3 into N minus 3 whole to the power of M plus and so on. This ends, this summation ends wherever this term is becoming 0. This is the answer for number of onto functions from A to B. Suppose you see here 1, 2, 3, 4 and here we have A, B, C, D. Okay, E also there. Now 1 connected with A, 2 connected with B, 3 connected with C, 4 connected with D. That means here we have more elements are there. Here more elements are there. Then the number of onto functions is equal to 0. You won't get an onto function. Suppose you are trying to connect this element 1 with E. It is not a function at all. It is not a function. That's why number of onto functions from A to B is 0 if here we have more elements are there. So this is the general formula for the finding the number of onto functions from A to B. Suppose you see another example here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 elements are there, and or you can take another element, 5 elements are there, and here we have A, B, C, 3 elements are there. Now from A to B we have to find out the number of onto functions. We can do like this: 3 power 5 minus 3c1 into 3 minus 1 whole to the power of 5 plus 3c2 into 3 minus 2 whole to the power of 5. This is the formula. So you know 3 power 5 is nothing but 243 minus 3 into 2 to the power of 5 is equal to 32 plus again this value is equal to 3. So we are getting 246 minus, so 96, that is nothing but 150 onto functions we are getting. The same we can do it in another way also like this. So these 3 boxes, all the boxes are different. This is box A, box B, box C. These 3 boxes we have to fill with 5 different balls. How many ways we can fill? Observe here, this box I am keeping 1 ball, here also I am keeping 1 ball, and here I can keep 3 balls, right? So that's why what to do? First of all, from 5 balls select 3 balls for this box. Again from the remaining 2 balls select 1 ball for this box, and remaining 1 ball will go to the last box. Now here 1, 1, 3 written, right? Why here 3? You may keep in this box 3, or in this box you can keep 3. That's why we can arrange them in 3 factorial by 2 factorial, because here identical is there, that is the reason. Now this value is equals to 10, 5c3 value is equals to 10 into 2 into 3, that is equals to, we are getting 60 as an answer. But what is the other case? Other possibility is also there. What is that other possibility? Other possibility is like this. This box you can fill 2 balls. This box also you can fill 2 balls. And here you can fill in 1 ball. That can be done in like this. From 5 balls, select 2 balls. Again from the remaining 3 balls, select 2 balls for the other box. 1 ball will go to this box. Now again they can be arranged in 3 factorial by these 2 are identical, that's why 2 factorial. What is the 5c2 value? 10 into 3 into 3, because the 3c2 is equal to 3. 3 factorial by 2 factorial also 3. Total we are getting 90. So 90 plus 60 is equals to 150. Same here by the method of formula also. This is filling the balls in boxes. By this method also we got the same only. That is about the number of onto functions from A to B. A function which is not onto is called an into function, right? So just observe here, this is the discussion we did. What is an injection? What is a surjection? We discussed. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here A, B, C. So now tell me, 1 connected with A, 2 connected with B, 3 connected with C, 4 is connected with some element D, or otherwise I can say it as, so 4 is connected with another element C only. Now tell me, it is a function from A to B or not? Yes, it is no doubt a function from A to B. It is not a 1-1 function. Yes, it is not a 1-1 function. It is an onto function. Yes, it is an onto function from A to B. So it is not a 1-1 function. Now tell me, I am drawing the same from B to A. The same diagram I am drawing from B to A. Here A, B, C. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Observe B to A. What is there? A connected with 1. Next B connected with 2. Next C connected with 3. The same C is connected with 4. Is it a function? No. From B to A, it is not a function. So let us take another example here. This is the other example. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we have A, B, C, D, E. 1 connect with A, 2 connect with B, 3 connect with C, 4 connected with E. Tell me, it is a function from A to B or not? No doubt it is a function from A to B. Is it a 1-1 function or not? Yes, it is a 1-1 function. What about it is an onto function? No, it is not an onto function. The reason is, for the element D there is no pre-image, so it is not an onto function. But at the same time, it is not an onto function means what we can say? Discuss the function from B to A. This is B and this is A. What are the elements in B? A, B, C, D, E. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Now A connected to 1, right? B connected to 2, C connected to 3, yes, and D has no connection, E connected with 4. But when D has no connection, it is not a function from B to A. Now another example, you can see this is 1, 2, 3, and here we have A, B, C. So A and this set is B. I am taking a function from A to B. F is a function from A to B. F is a function from A to B. Now 1 is connected with A, right? 2 connected with B, 3 connected with C. Tell me, it is a 1 it is a function or not? First of all, yes, from A to B it is a function, but it is a 1 function or not? Yes, it is a 1 function, but it is an onto function or not? Yes, it is an onto function, but it is an onto function. What about from B to A? You can observe this is B and this is A. Here the elements are A, B, C. Here the elements are 1, 2, 3. A to 1, 2, B connected to 2, C connected to 3. Yes, it is a function from B to A also. This type of function is called inverse function of F. That means a function which is 1, 1, a function which is onto F A to B is a 1, 1 function and it is an onto function. Then we say it is a bijection. It is a 1, 1 function onto function, then it is said to be a bijection. Only the function is a bijection, then only inverse is possible from B to A. F A to B is a bijection, then only inverse function is possible from B to A. Okay, so that is the meaning of inverse of a function. Bijection means what? It must be 1, 1 at the same time onto. You can observe here how many bijections are possible from A to A. How many 1, 1 functions are possible? Those many bijections are possible. That is nothing but NPN. That's why n factorial. When we are discussing in the finite set, number of elements in A must be same as the number of elements in B, then only it becomes a bijection. You see, it is not a 1, 1 function. You can check, it is not an onto function. It is both 1, 1 and onto, because number of elements in A is same as the number of elements in B. Number of bijections we got NPN, that is n factorial. Okay, for the function inverse exists only when it is a bijection. Bijection means it is 1, 1 at the same time onto. That is the story behind a function. What is a 1, 1 function? What is an onto function? 1, 1 function, another name is injection. Onto function, another name is surjection. A function which is both 1, 1 and onto is said to be a bijection. And also we discussed number of functions, number of 1, 1 functions, number of onto functions and number of bijections. Okay.